It's almost 5 a.m. and I was just thinking about life recently. And you know what I realized? Last 4 Diwaliyan, only one of them I was happy. 21, heartbroken. Diwali 22, heartbroken. Diwali 23, I was happy, but then I had a boyfriend. And then I broke up with him. And 24, Diwali, I'm sad again. I don't know how I feel. And then I went to use my phone, or I saw this quote. And it said, ये जो बीता जा रहा है ना, ये समय नहीं बीता जा रहा है, ये ज़िंदगी बीती जा रही है. And I guess it just kind of hit me that like, what have I been doing with my life? I've spent so much of my life sad. But now like going back to the मेरी 4 दिवालियों में से 3 दिवालियों पे मैं रो रही थी. That's crazy. That's a lot of time wasted. But also, why have I just had a guy every single time? Like I've just realized that I'm kind of a serial dater. But not a serial dater in the sense that I like date a lot of people. It's just that like the second I meet a guy, it's like, ठीक है यार चलो, like I feel like I fall in love with every guy I ever date. Like I don't remember not being in love. Do you know what I mean? Like I've never had a boyfriend where it was like, oh yeah, we're seeing each other. I'm like, we'll see where it goes. Like no, I'll see you at the mandap. Date to marry, date for the future, date for like everlasting happiness. And like, I don't know, I've never been like relaxed in that way about dating. If you would have told this to me before I started dating, that you were gonna have more than one boyfriend, I would have thought I was such a whore. Such a whore. More than one man. Like how can you even do that? Again, like I said, like in the last video, that I've always thought life was black and white. And every time I have a breakup, you know what's the most painful thing that keeps bugging me, which I'm realizing now, is like, when a breakup happens, I'm always left with this feeling ki like, so they never loved me. So like I never found love. Like there's no way. How is this person able to hurt me so much by either leaving or by hurting me, which causes me to leave for whatever reason? I'm like, if it didn't work out, प्यार कैसे था? And then that thought just kills me so much, because I was like, oh my god, like all this time I thought it was love, but now it's over, so there's no way it can be love. Like it's either love, which means everlasting happiness and happily ever after, or it's not love, which means breakup and heartbreak. But then I realized that like it's not mutually exclusive. Like you can be in love, or someone can love you and then they can still leave. It's such a fucking morbid thought ki like 1 + 1 doesn't necessarily mean 2. Like it can mean anything. Like that's such a, अब मैं कैसे समझाऊँ अपने आप को ये बात कि like this is life now. Like this is what life is, कि you will meet people who you will love deeply, but then नहीं चलेगा और वो झूठ बोल देगा, या फिर like something will happen, I'll fuck up or they'll fuck up. Like पता नहीं यार, I'm just really confused and getting used to life right now. But overall, like it is like a comforting realization कि नहीं ठीक है, like I'm sure these people that have come into my life, like they loved me, and for whatever reason, like nahi chala to nahi chala, or whatever they messed up or I messed up, whatever happened, like they loved me. Do you know what I mean? Like I found love, and like love doesn't mean the end. Like love doesn't mean happily ever after. Love can exist momentarily, and love can have a shelf life or like a timeline. Like it doesn't have to be till death do us part. So that's, I guess, मतलब मेरे मन को थोड़ी शांति मिली. मतलब मेरा दिमाग फटने को हो गया था, honestly. Like after every breakup, this is the thing that really fucks me up, and I think I'm so happy that I learned this. कि like मैं सोचती रहती थी, I would replay moments, I would play the good parts, and I'd be like, but he did so much, so he must have loved me. But then I played the bad parts, and I was like, there's no way he could have loved me. But then both can be true. Like you can love and it can suck. Do you know what I mean? Like love doesn't have to mean rainbows and sunshines and like all of these happy things. I guess like I don't have to keep, you know, like doing this debate in my mind of like, was it love? Was it not love? Was it love? Was it not love? It can be both. It can be both. Like you can be unhappy and still have found love, and you can be the happiest person in the world while getting played because you never look through his phone, so you don't know. I think I just generally am an anxious person in life. And also in relationships, kaun sa like anxious attachment style, I'm sure I have that. Like I need all the answers now, and I need everything to make sense, and I need everything to like be in order, and like I need everything to play out exactly according to the script I make in my mind. And that's why after like every breakup, घंटी बजती रहती थी to find meaning. कि like why did he do good things? But then also bad things. But then why was he nice to me? But then he was also mean to me. But then he was honest, but then he was dishonest. So which one is he? He's both. people can be both. People can be amazing and horrible at the same time, and that's something that I guess is confusing, but also such a beautiful thing, because मेरे साथ क्या होता है ना, I cut people off so easily, so easily. Not that that's a bad thing. I'm very comfortable in having a small circle, and I honestly quite prefer it that way. But मेरे दिमाग को I burden myself a lot with my own judgments. Do you know what I mean? Like I meet a person, and then I make an image of them in my mind. I'm like, oh, they smoke and they drink, bad person. I establish ki, acha, this is a good person or a bad person. Then I start making this script of like, okay, so if they're a bad person, that means they're gonna probably do this to me. And if I become friends with them, that probably means this for my life, and this for my career. And then I just go off. Like I meet someone, I make a judgment, I play out every scenario, good and bad, in my mind. I come up with a solution, all while none of this has happened. This is all happening after, hi, I'm Ella, and then I'm already like thinking, I'm not gonna try to make it make sense to me anymore. I'm just gonna take things at face value and then just roll with it. Like, I don't have to prepare myself for things that haven't happened. And I guess that's such a comforting thought, and I feel so good that I've come to this realization. I thought I'd done all this work. I thought I did all the healing. I thought I learned everything I needed to learn. I thought I was going to be really good with men, but I guess I haven't. I still have so much to learn, and that's fine. And that doesn't mean that everything I learned from my last relationship was a fail. That doesn't mean that everything that I learned so far was useless, because this relationship still failed, or like I still feel horrible, or like I still don't have the best relationship with a lot of people in my life. Like, that doesn't mean that all the work that I've done so far is good for nothing. It just means there's more things that need to be done. Like, this is just the beginning, and I guess that's beautiful. It all came from gray. It didn't come from black and white. Black and white gave me so much stress, but there's so much calm in gray, and so I think I'm ready to like embrace the gray in my life. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, honestly. It's almost 6 a.m. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. I might wake up tomorrow crying and sobbing and probably texting him. So it's fine, but that's life. Like, it doesn't have to mean anything. And I'm not putting too much pressure on myself to be happy or be sad. Can I tell you something? I honestly feel bad both ways. Sometimes when I'm too happy, I'm just like, how can I be too happy if I just lost a man that I love? Because I loved him truly. And if I don't have him, how can I be happy? What am I? A whore? Like, and then I have moments where I'm like, oh my god, why are you being sad? You have everything. And like, I'm not trying to explain what I'm feeling anymore. I'm just trying to feel what I feel, and like, it doesn't have to make sense. At the end of the day, it's hormones. Like, मैं क्या कर अपने आप पता नहीं कहाँ से क्या मेरी body बनाती है, and then what I feel is what I feel, and then I just roll with it. Gray is good. Thanks for watching.